Hi, I'm your Everyday Joe. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a spicy, crispy chicken sandwich using my Power Air Fry oven. Stay tuned.
If you want to show support to this channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. And to stay up to date on new content, when we release it, ring the notification bell. Now let's get into the video.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix up all these ingredients in the flour. So I'm just going to make sure everything gets mixed up really nice. So you want nice even flavor. Now you can add a little bit of hot pepper or some cayenne pepper to this to make it even more spicy, but the Sriracha is plenty heat for my taste. But you can make it as hot as you want. You want fireball chicken? Make fireball chicken. All right, so it's pretty good here. Next, we're going to do the same thing to the crushed tortillas. We're going to add some breadcrumb to it, just to give it more to stick to, because the breadcrumbs will soak up some of the liquid a little bit better. Okay, so just mix that in. And I have an egg wash here, just a medium-sized egg with a little bit of water, just to thin it out a little bit. So this is going to come together pretty quick, pretty easy. All right. So put that aside here. All right. So first thing we're going to do is take this chicken, and we're going to. I've already washed it, and it just it's very damp right now. It's not soaking wet. I left it on some paper towel to come to room temperature, just so it retains some wetness on the outside for the flour mixture to adhere to. So just going to get some of that. Okay. All right. So you want to make sure you get all the little crevices here. So get it all nice and floured. All right. So I'm just going to fold that over here. We're going to put it on the plate here. All right. Do the second one. I'm making 2 sandwiches today. All right. And you can smell this flour, all the seasoning in the flour smells great already. So we just want to, because we're going to be doing a double dip here. We're going to go with the egg and then the outer crust here with the breading. All right. So shake most of that off. Okay, so now we're going to let the chicken just sit and absorb some of that flour, just to kind of moisten the flour a little bit. Let it sit there for a little bit. The flour we can put aside. So what I'm going to do with the breading here is I'm going to add the Sriracha to it, so it's part of the coating. So I'm just going to eyeball this. It's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon, half a tablespoon, depending how hot you want to make it. Okay, and just going to mix that all in. You want to make it kind of moist. You don't want it too dry, because as it cooks, it's going to dry out anyway. So looks like I'm going to need a little bit more here. So maybe a couple tablespoons worth. All right. Looks like we're almost there. Want to make sure all the crumbs get coated. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit here. And it's okay if they're not all completely coated. You'll have some different textures and flavors also. So I'm just going to loosen it up a little bit. And you can see some of these bits in here. Some of these bits, that's what's going to create that thick crust. It's going to give it a nice crunch. Because we're air frying, we're not deep frying. We want to kind of emulate that crust. Okay. All right. Looks like that's on its way. All right. So next thing is, okay, so move that here. So we're just going to open that up. So I'm going to just set it up right on the grid here as we go. So now, okay, just gonna give it a bath in the egg mixture here. Okay, drain off a little bit of it, and just get it all coated up here. So the thicker you want it here, this is where you have to kind of be patient with it a little bit and just kind of work it. So what you'll see is that the breadcrumbs actually soaked up a lot of the Sriracha liquid, but the tortilla chips did not. And yes, I did pronounce tortilla correctly. So I'm learning. I want to thank everybody who pointed that out in my earlier videos. All right, so this is one. Okay, we're going to take the next one. You can use some buttermilk. I didn't have any on hand, and lately it's been harder to find. But I think we're going to have plenty of flavor on these thighs. And I'm using the thighs because they have more flavor. The breasts tend to be a little drier. Okay, and we'll get that on there too. So we're going to take this, slide it into the center of the Power Fry oven, all the way in. Close the door, power on. I always cook on high anyway, so I'm going to hit the 400, or the French fries also to 400. And we're going to start at 15 minutes. We're going to take temperature and make sure we hit the 165. So this is going to get going. Let's turn the light on so we can see it. And I'll bring you back when this is ready to come out. All right, so the Power Fry oven just finished. I just took these out. So we're going to take the temperature. It's like everything else nowadays. You have to take the temperature of everything going in and coming out. So we need a thermometer. Where's the thermometer? Here it is. Oh, come on, get your head out of the gutter. This is clean. So we're all sanitized here. Okay, so we're going to take the temperature, make sure that we're at 165 degrees. So let's put that in there. Okay, and looks like we're at 166. So looks pretty good. So 166 degrees exactly. All right, so now that we took its temperature, we know that it's safe. So now we're going to assemble our spicy chicken sandwich here. So what I did is earlier I toasted up the buns a little bit so they're nice and toasty on both sides. So because this is a spicy chicken, I'm going to use a ranch dressing on the bun. That kind of lightens up the heat a little bit. So a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom. All right. All right, so now I'm going to take some lettuce. Okay, there's just some romaine lettuce. And we're going to throw a piece on the bottom, on both of them. And a piece on the top. Top, here, and here. Some tomato slices, and some pickles, like that. All right, so now for the chicken. Okay, now you can see this crust here. It's actually a nice crust. It's actually falling apart here, but it is pretty crunchy. So we're gonna put that on top of there and shake off all the excess here and put it on top of there. So here's our chicken sandwich. Let's move that. Okay. Put that on. Get that on top here. So you can see, beautiful chicken sandwich here. So we're going to give this a taste and let you know what it tastes like here. All right. So I'm just going to cut this one here in half so you can take a look inside. And I can feel the crunchiness coming from the chicken. I mean, you can see that here and here. All right, so let's give this a bite here. See if you can hear the crunch. Ooh, got some heat to it. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is real good. And you got a bunch of these little crunchy bits on the ends. It has that crunchiness from the tortilla chips. Actually, it gives a nice corn flavor too for the crust. So this is my version of a spicy chicken sandwich. Not like some of these other guys, you know who I'm talking about out there, Popeye. You're talking about those guys. I mean, now this is a chicken sandwich. I mean, look at that. That thing's huge. It's not one of these soggy, flimsy chicken sandwiches from Popeyes. So if you give this a try, let me know what you think. Leave me some comments. Check out some of my videos here on the playlist, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We do appreciate all the support we get from our viewers. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.